I want to give a shout out to Texas over there, Tammy Miller. Thank you for joining us. And also from Tatika as well. Thank you for joining us over in Texas. We'll be starting in a few minutes. Give us a few more minutes, we'll get going.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming out for our little invitation. We're having a get together and also our first live webinar. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. My name is Andrew Moran. I have a few guests here with us, huge leaders. Great opportunity to share with you. One thing I want to welcome you home to FGX, also known as Forever Green. The thing we're going to be talking about today is the 5-star opportunity. And the 5-star opportunity is huge. Right now, the right company, the right product, the right timing, the right comp plan, and also the system, the team system we have. Man, I tell you what, the system is great because FGX is a family. That's what we are. That's how we promote everyone. It's just we come together, locking arms, and just getting our goals and our dreams together. The executive corporate team, man, I met the corporate team. I met the owner, Ron Williams. This guy is a humble guy, down to earth, great friend, and just puts to play what we're all about. And the big thing about it is he has a huge heart, talks about you. You are the product. You of you. And I can't wait till Las Vegas event. It's going to go huge. We have Brenda, Jack, and a gentleman that just came on board from another company called Monavie. I'm sure you guys heard of it. His name's Jeff Graham. That guy is unbelievable. This guy is throwing it down. He just came to our corporate event, and it was amazing. We had a great impact on everyone there. At the same time, we had some new things coming out. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the products. The power strips, that is tremendously growing right now. That's what got us into 180 countries. We have the solar strips, the beauty strips, the farmer market, and the power strips. A little bit about the power strips, how it works. The power strips is for anyone that has back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, ankle pain, or even migraines. I mean, I tell you what, first thing when I got into business, I didn't even know what it was. It just looked like a piece of paper to me, just a patch. And I thought to myself, well, does this thing really work? And I tell you what, I didn't try because I didn't have pain. But who did was my wife. My wife had bad knee pains. I said, you know what, let's go ahead and try it for you. She put it on. Of course, she was aesthetic like everyone else is. She didn't mind trying it out. But one thing for sure, is when she put the power strip on, it did relieve her pain. Not right away, but the next day she felt a lot of relief. And one thing about the power strip is it's all organic. It's FDA's Class 1 medical device. That's huge. Another thing is it has the, what is it called? The marine phytoplankton, alpha C3 and P. Took me a while to say it, so I'm not a doctor or scientist, but hey, any great. We have the fermented cream ginseng. We have the silver ions. We also have the geranium. And it's okay when people put the power strips on. If you have a migraine, go ahead and put it behind your neck. You may feel heat, you may not. Some people are different. Some may feel the effects right away within an hour, within a few minutes, or a few days. But 100% it will work. Just give it some time. But the best part about it, it's all organic. Not like the side effects of all these other pills you're taking, because you don't know what you're putting in your body. Next thing you know, you got all the side effects. The beauty strips. The beauty strips just rolled out just not too long ago. It's an amazing product. It's a mask health that has over, I believe, 36 ingredients. I could be wrong, but about tons of ingredients. What this does is an all organic facelift. Tightens the face, takes away the wrinkles, the blemishes, takes all the dead skin cells, as well as the serum. Now the serum by itself, that's the key. Where when you apply the serum, it's basically creating those telomeres. And when you're creating those telomeres, that's actually what makes you look younger. So that's another product coming out. And the solar strips. Now the solar strips, if you guys see my post on Facebook, that is huge. It's literally taking a handful of vitamins and nutrient pills all at once. So on the solar strips, I tell you what, it looks like a Listerine strip. And my bro Rob here, look what's in it. Check it out, guys. All of the solar strips here, all the vitamin, nutrients, the hazard, it's unbelievable. Literally, you stick it in your mouth and you're getting all this. This is perfect. Because who likes to take all the vitamins and nutrient pills all at once? You can't. Even taking one, some people don't even like taking that. Now, the best part about it is when I was taking it, I noticed I started losing weight. I wasn't on a diet. I wasn't eating healthy because a lot of us aren't. But the best part about it is when you're taking the solar strips, you're getting all the vitamins and nutrients your body needs. So at the time when I took it, I started to notice my weight was dropping. I went from size 50 down to size 40 to almost 42, which is huge for me. Now, of course, I'm on the healthy challenge with my bros, but the best part about it is this little Listerine strip called the solar strip. It's great. Now we have the farmer's market. That's great because it has non-GMO. People that like to lose weight, get healthy. We have the Thunder, the Fix, we have the Soul, we have the Pulse, we have my favorite, Pulse 8, was great. All my kids drink it. Right there, with that product alone already won an overall prize, which is huge because 1 scoop a day, it's great. Now, we're here. The right place, the right time. My buddy, I want to introduce you, has huge hearted. This guy will tell you about the 5-star opportunity. Will tell you what's going on. This is the right time, the right place, because right now we're in already 180 countries again, like I said, but we're in pre-launch. I want to give it up for Ryan Dr. Tech. Thank you, brother.
All right, what's up, everybody? Hey, everybody out there on internet land. Stoked to have y'all joining us tonight for our little home meeting where we're just sharing the 5-star opportunity. You know, it's great we can get together in the same hometown, but we know we've got friends all over the country, all over the world, where we don't want to keep you guys missing out. So we're going to start doing these things via live stream so you guys can join us too. So hi, everybody out there. So Andrew covered the first 2 stars in our 5-star opportunity. This is an opportunity meeting, and we've got 5 components we love to share as it relates to our 5-star business. And if you're looking at any kind of a business opportunity, you're going to want to make sure you have all 5 of these components. The other reason we like to call it 5 stars is because it's the best. Everybody knows about 5-star, right? 5-star resorts, 5-star vacations, 5-star crash test rating. 5 stars the best. And understand this, folks, there's a lot of different home-based businesses out there, but understand this, they're not all created equally. And we like to talk about ours as a 5-star opportunity because we believe it truly is the best. So Andrew talked to you a little about our phenomenal corporate team, and he talked to you a little bit about our product lineup. You know what's really cool about the 3 core products, the first 3 products that Andrew shared with all of you tonight? Each and every one of those products, not only are they category creators because they are unique to the marketplace and you can't get products like ours anywhere else, but the other really cool thing about this opportunity that also creates kind of a category creator, if you will, and gives us something truly unique globally in business out throughout the entire world, our 3 core products fit into an envelope and you can get them to people like a lot of you out there anywhere in the world in a greeting card size envelope for just the cost of postage. And so that's a really, really revolutionary approach. It's a revolutionary distribution model. And that's why we're in 180 countries, because we've got products that the world cares about. We've got products that the world needs, and we can get them to everybody on the planet who's got an address. And that's why we are breaking records in business right now, folks. And that's part of why we like to say that we know you, if you're watching this here tonight, you are in the right place at the right time. And look, everybody understands, it's not a new phrase. I think everybody here, let me get a show of hands. Everybody has heard this phrase before, right place at the right time. Right? You know, everybody's heard this before, right? But it's hard to get it. Most of the time, the thing that we're missing when we look at opportunities and we don't even realize it is timing. You know, I've been in a great 4-star opportunity before. The 5th star that was missing was timing. I got in too late. I was late to the dance. And that will impact your outcome. So, you know what? We're in pre-launch. Our official launch with Xpress Forever Green is coming up at the end of May in Las Vegas. All of us are going to be there, and I don't care where you're watching this live stream from, get there. There will be people from all over the globe coming to this event. You don't want to miss it. It's our grand unveiling. It's our official launch. But if you're watching this information right now, if you're a guest tonight, if you're seeing this for the first time tonight, you know what? You are in the right place at the right time because we're still in pre-launch. But here's what I love. That slide where Andrew talked to you a little about our corporate team, you know, generally speaking, when we talk about timing, if you want to be in early, what you do if you want big opportunity, that's usually where all the risk is, because you usually if you have a new business and a new management team. And a lot of times for people who want to participate in a winning home-based business opportunity, you don't even realize they're trying to figure it out at your expense. And here's what I love about our time. We're in early, we're in pre-launch, but FG Xpress is being pre-launched by a 12-year-old publicly traded parent company with an executive leadership team that has got, some of them have been together about 2 decades, and there's 6 core people, I think it's 6, in that corporate team, who each of them individually have been part of helping a previous business in the home-based business industry to grow to beyond $1 billion in business. Folks, that is a significant accomplishment. If you could have the good fortune and the good timing to be in early with just one person who had that kind of track record, you would be in really good hands. But imagine 6 of them. Oh my goodness. So that's why we're excited about our timing. The next thing we're going to talk here about is our compensation plan. Now, this is one of the most high velocity, lucrative compensation plans I've ever seen. For those of you here tonight that know me, you know that I do kind of have a little background in business. I've been an entrepreneur since before I was a teenager. So I've been around business for about 30 years. I do have a degree in business. And I've previously started and grown a couple of other companies and grown those to over $1 million businesses. So I've been around business a little bit. But what I'll tell you is I've never seen anything like this, folks. So you can get started into this FG Xpress business for $12. Now, let's just stop right there and talk about that for a minute, right? Let's make sure we don't overlook what I just mentioned previously. This is a pre-launch opportunity being pre-launched by a publicly traded company that's 12 years old, and we're already operating in 180 businesses. So I want you to think of it like this for a minute. This is almost like getting invited to a franchise where your franchise fee is $12. You've got a company behind you that's going to do all of the heavy lifting, all the difficult stuff. What we get to do, love on people, share the products, and use the products and tell our story and share our testimonials. That's what we do. The company, Forever Green FG Xpress, does all the rest of it. You can get yourself plugged into this for $12. And from there, you're just purchasing products for you to use and to share with other people so that you can introduce them to our products. So step 1, get your membership. Step 2, you get your initial order. Step 3, you're going to get on auto ship, right? And so I'm going to give you an example for what this starts to look like from a residual income standpoint. But here's the bottom line. You're going to make a monthly commitment to purchase enough product for you to continue to use and continue to share with people. What this breaks down to is less than $200 per month. Now, remember, we are talking about launching a business. Not only is $12 a little bit ridiculous when you think of the credibility we have, FDA listed products, again, publicly traded company, you think of the foundation you're getting compared to something like a franchise. Not only is $12 kind of a joke if you're serious about building a phenomenal future, $200 a month, less than $200 a month, that is the most low cost overhead I think you're going to find for this credible of a business, right? So that's what really the auto ship is. That's your monthly operating overhead to stay in business, benefit from the products yourself, share the product with other people in your world, and grow your business, right? The 4th step, become a star. Okay, this is the building block of the compensation plan with FG Xpress. And I'll tell you this, the power behind our business is in its simplicity, okay? It's built around you allowing us, like through things like this, right? You invite them to someone's house, you invite them to a webinar, through things like this, we're gonna help you to find 2 people that join your team. And finding 2 people to join your team is the foundation, it's the building block of our business. And then from there, the 5th step says become a star maker. All that really means is that we're gonna just duplicate the process. So I'm gonna take you through a real life example of what this might look like for you. Because this all sounds fine and good in theory, I'm sure, but you probably wanna know, well, how does that really translate? What's the potential earning for me? What could this look like? So let's just say that after tonight's meeting or webinar, that you like what you hear and you're ready to get started, okay? And so today would be day 1 for you, all right? Here's what this looks like. Once you get started, this team collectively is going to go to work with you towards the goal of helping you find your 2 people, okay? And we're going to aim to accomplish this in your first 30 days, okay? I want to give you kind of a time-based snapshot of how this business can grow for you. So you get in, today's day 1, you get started, you place your initial order, you make that monthly commitment of less than $200 per month. That's going to max out our compensation plan for you, okay? And now we as a team go to work on helping you find your 2 people. What do those 2 people do? Well, they do exactly what you do. So You find your 2 people. We accomplish this ideally in your first 30 days. And understand something, folks, that's not a lofty goal. There are countless people in FG Xpress who have found their 2 people literally in 30 minutes, some of them in 3 hours, some of them in 3 days. I think by our 3rd day, we had a dozen or more people who joined our team. So you can do this in 30 days. Each and every one of you do this in 30 days, okay? So as we help you to accomplish finding your 2 teammates in 30 days, who will do 2 things. They're going to commit to that monthly order. They're using the products and sharing the products. And then the second thing is they're just going to commit to the same thing you did, allowing us to help them find their 2 teammates. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Super simple, right? Simple. So let's now look at this on like a 12-month cycle. So you get in your first 30 days, we help you find your 2, and then we take those 2 people, and in their first 30 days, we do that star maker thing that was on step 5. We help them to find their 2, and each 30 days, we just help the newest people to duplicate and each find their 2. So each new person in their first 30 days finds their 2. Everybody's simply on the less than $200 per month commitment for product to use and to share. We would get to the end of 12 months. Here's what this would look like. If you were putting in, let's just say, let's call it $200 a month. Keep the math easy for me. You would get to the end of 12 months, and you would be a total invested roughly $2,400 into launching this global business that you can work from the comfort of your own home and start to build a phenomenal stream of income. Okay, so at the end of 12 months, you're a grand total $2,400 into this. And if everybody just gets their 2 in their first 30 days, starting with you, and then we duplicate that each 30 days, you look at this slide up here, we would get to the end of 12 months, and you'd be looking at an income of $6,000 per week. $6,000 per week. Now, folks, if you've been around any kind of investment scenario before, you would know that if you could triple your money in 1 year, or let's just call it double your money in 1 year, that would be an amazing return on investment if that was the cumulative total earnings of $6,000. We're talking $6,000 a week, okay, in 12 months. Now, I am not giving you a kind of a blue sky, pie in the sky, really optimistic scenario. I'm not. There are people doing this as we speak. However, what I understand is for a lot of us listening to this information for the first time, we think to ourselves, okay, you're talking about home-based business, you're talking about part-time effort, you're talking about $12 to get started, you're talking about less than $200 a month. That almost doesn't seem practical to think that you can get to a $6,000 per week residual income at the end of 12 months. So I will humor you for a minute, even though it is possible. Watch this. Let's just scale this way, 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 way back and make it really, really, really conservative, okay? Let's just say that the best our team of amazing leaders can do is to help you only accomplish 1/3 of that example that I just gave. So we get to the end of 12 months, and the best we could muster is 33% of that first example I just gave. Now, folks, to the best of my knowledge, anywhere in the world today, 33% would represent sheer and utter failure. So let's just say on our watch, the best we can help you to do is to fail miserably, and you get to the end of that same 12 months, and you've still got a $2,000 per week residual income. That's 1/3 of the first example. $2,000 a week after 1 year if we miss the mark. How many of you, that sounds pretty appealing, even if we fail miserably? Why, of course it does. Are you kidding me? Let's do this. Because I know what human nature is. That still sounds far-fetched. Again, it's not, but I'm going to humor you again. Let's do this. Let's cut it in half one more time, folks. I want you to have the most conservative, realistic approach if you decide to do this with us as a business. So let's cut it in half one more time. Let's say it takes us 2 years to get you to only that 1/3 result of the first example I just gave. So if we can get you after 2 years to a 6-figure income where you put in a part-time effort and you're spending less than your $200 per month, and you're blessing your family because our products are phenomenal, you're blessing people around you by sharing our products with them, and if it takes you 2 years to create that 6-figure income on a part-time basis from the comfort of your own home, folks, I would challenge you to find a better scenario. You're not going to find an opportunity with this rapid of a compensation plan, with this conservative of an example of what you could accomplish, where in 2 years you can go have a 6-figure income, folks. And I'm giving you a super, hyper, ultra conservative example. I'm not giving you pie in the sky, okay? We scaled that thing back to 1/3 of an inch. Now again, well, my math skills aren't good enough to know what percentage that is. It's like something like 15% of the first example I just gave. So folks, what I want you to understand is that we have an incredibly lucrative compensation plan that anybody can do. Here's why I say that now. One last point, I'm gonna turn this over to my friend and my mentor, Rob, but here's what I need you to know. Each and every one of you is watching this. If you want to live an extraordinary life, if you want money, freedom, and time freedom together at the same time, if you're willing to put in a consistent effort, part-time over the next couple of years and let us help you, anybody can do this. Why am I willing to say that? Why am I willing to say anybody can do this? Here's why. Let's just take our one product as an example, our Power Strip product for pain relief, okay? FDA listed, all natural, right? And watch me, hear me out on this. And for the people that are here in the house in person, I just want to get a show of hands. So here's what I know from asking people this question. The average person has between 50 and 100 people they already know. Like if you pull out your cell phone and scroll through your contacts, the average person has between 50 and 100 people that they already know. The question I love to ask is, do you think that the people you already know, like literally all of them, if not 99% of them, already have something in their household to deal with pain when the pain comes? Let me show you. How many of you guys think everybody you know has something in their household right now to deal with pain when the pain comes? Of course they do, right? Tylenol, Advil, whatever it is. So here's what we know. Everybody that we already know, each and every one of us, already values being able to get out of pain when the pain comes. You know what else all those same people already know inherently, even if we don't have a conversation about it? They know that swallowing chemicals is not optimal. But until now, they've never been aware of a better alternative because there never has been one. But everybody inherently knows that swallowing chemicals to try to get out of their pain is not ideal. They do it anyway because they would rather do that than be in pain. Does that make sense to everybody? So if everybody you already know already values our product because they value being able to get out of pain, you recognize that half the battle's already won in terms of helping you find your two that join your team. If they believe in our product, which almost everybody even will, given the opportunity to try it, they will start to believe in the idea of our business. Because you know what all those same people struggle with? Not only physical pain, but also most people financial pain, folks. Let's just face it. The facts are, the statistics are, most people don't have enough money left at the end of the month. Most people are struggling to make ends meet. And so most people that you already know, not only will they value our products, they will value the opportunity to lock arms in a 5-star opportunity where a team of people can help them build an extra stream of income. That's why I say that each and every one of you can do this if you set your mind to it, because it just takes 2 people, right? So I know you can all do this. Here's what we kind of have a snapshot of so far of people who are plugging into this thing. We have different milestones, whereas people move up, we kind of acknowledge their accomplishments, and you can kind of see some of these income levels, folks. But we just had a local event, and there was roughly 200 people there. And I think of the 200 people that were there, probably 10 to 15% of them were guests. They weren't even in the business yet. What I'll tell you is this: I bet you another almost 10% of them, if I had to just go off of memory, let's call it maybe somewhere around 8 to 10% of them were already at the rank of 3-star. If you look at this chart right here, the average payout for someone who's consistently a 3-star each and every week in our compensation plan is $100 grand. So here's that example of proof positive that I just talked about. But we've only been in pre-launch barely a year, so they're not taking 2 years to do it. Like I told you, there's people doing it faster. And so again, let's just quickly recap. Step 1, you enroll and get started. Step 2, you place your appropriate initial order. Step 3, you establish your auto ship. Step 4, you become a star. You let us help you do that. This slide actually says 48 hours. And if you're really focused enough, you could do it. You really could. I'm living proof. We did it in, I think actually, Rob and I were joking about it the other day. I think in our first week, I don't know what the number was, but folks, it was a lot more than 2 people in less than 48 hours. I'll tell you that. You can do it if you set your mind to it. And then become a rising star, become a star maker, as we call it. That just means once we have your 2, we're going to help those 2 to get there too. Okay, so that's the simplicity of this thing. At this point, what I'm going to do is turn it over to one of the other phenomenal people on our team, folks. This is the 5th star in our 5-star opportunity. Here's the other reason why most people find maybe their dreams and their hopes falling a little bit short of where they wanted to go. I know this is what brought me into this industry. I was at a time in my life where I couldn't have imagined having the financial challenges and struggles and pitfall that I was in and the failure that I was going through financially when I got introduced to this industry. And I had to do some real soul searching and ask myself, man, how did I end up here at the age of 38 years old, which was a few years ago? But I'd asked myself, how did I end up here? And I kind of was going through the process of, and I've always worked hard. I always considered myself, decent people skills, decent intelligence, I felt like I kind of had some things going for me. But when I got real honest with myself, the one thing I didn't have, I was kind of a lone ranger. I wasn't part of a team of people that had mentors on it that had already gotten to and had already helped other people get to where I wanted to go in my life. And when I got introduced to the chance to be part of this industry, the person I'm about to introduce you to is one of the first people I met. And it occurred to me immediately, the chance to be part of a team with the right people who have already got a track record of helping other people get to where they wanted to go. The light bulb went off for me instantly, folks. You need to be part of a team in order to get to where you want to go. And certainly this business is a team sport. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to not only one of the greatest leaders in this entire industry, but just one of the most salted, humble, genuine guys that you're ever going to meet, my buddy Rob Owens. Rob, come on.
Thanks, Rob. Can I do that one? Hey, everybody. I'm fired up, man. It's been approximately 20 years ago. I had a gentleman come into my life and he asked me what my dream was. And I had never been asked that in my entire life, what my dream was. My dreams were important to me. It mattered to me. I wanted to do great for my family. I wanted to do great for my daughters at the time, for our daughters. But I was just finding myself busy and broke. How many of you have ever tried busy and broke?
Yeah.
Where you're working as hard as you possibly can. You work, maybe your spouse works, and you find yourself living for the weekend so that you can be home. I want to ask you something. If there were a way where you could put in part-time effort for a year or two and replace both of your incomes, would you want to leave your home to work for somebody else? Or would you want to be there in your home enjoying your wife, your kids, your life? You know what? Money may come and go, but time, when it's gone, it's gone. You've only got so much time. The thing that I love about this industry is that we've got a dream of helping people to have control of time and money. And if what you all want, all of you and all of you out there, I am kind of focused on you guys out there in cyber world. If you want to be able to have time and money, then you're going to need people in your life that have figured out a way to be able to have control of time and money. Now, Ryan talked about the team. Well, let me tell you what we're all about, and you let me know if that's something that would be good for you guys. Number one, this team wants to honor God. We want to do things right. We call it being salt of the earth. It just means people that are just trying to strive with everything they've got in their being to do good by others. The next thing this team is all about is integrity, doing the right thing, being honest, being people of our word, not embellishing, telling the truth. And so if you want a group of people to inspire you, to tell you the truth, to work hard for you and with you and through you, then I'm going to tell you, we are assembling a group of dreamers. We're assembling a group of people, men and women of integrity, that want more and want to become more so that more can be possible for them. And I'm going to tell you, I had to learn a few things. I did not jump into the business and immediately earn more. I jumped into a one-star opportunity. The one star that we had was a team with a dream. Now, we didn't have products with FDA credibility. We didn't have the timing of being involved in the beginning. We didn't have this lucrative of a comp plan. And we didn't have the leadership that we have with Ron Williams, Jeff Graham, and so many of the people that's steering the ship. They were in an ivory tower far, far away, and they weren't out there with us because we were late. Folks, if you want your dream to come true, you've got to have a 5-star opportunity. And then you got to share the 5-star opportunity. You can't keep it to yourself. You got to find other displaced dreamers. People that are in a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 looking for more. They need a 5-star opportunity. And so who we're leading, our friends, relatives, acquaintances, and even some of you out there in cyber world, hey, let's just, this is sometimes a hard pill to swallow for people that are old school like me, but listen, the world of networking has never had such a big funnel. We didn't used to have YouTube. We didn't used to have Facebook. We did not have the way to attract dreamers from other continents all over the world to come into our life where we could introduce them to a 5-star opportunity. We didn't have this technology of high tech to collide with our high touch. So imagine this for the moment. Giant worldwide funnels colliding with a group of people that like to high five, hug, share their hearts and their dreams, and work together. Folks, it's the greatest explosion the world has ever seen, where high tech embraces high touch. So I tell people, we're building this thing one potluck at a time, and one YouTube video at a time, and one Skype at a time, and one Facebook post at a time, and great videos, and great links, and great products, and great vision. It's never been this good. Folks, what we're going to do with this family, with this group of feet washing, dreaming, loving visionaries, is we're going to include everybody in humanity who wants to come and be a part of something that's special and incredible. And what we're going to do for a living is be encouragers. You know what, if you're out there and you go, I like to encourage people, well, welcome home. If you want to dream, welcome home. If you love helping people, welcome home. If you want to make an insane amount of money that will allow you to be a funder for your family, for your church, for your community, you say, I want to fund stuff. You want to maybe have your own soup kitchen funded by your business. You want to help a person that's got a dream and a vision to run and operate an orphanage. You want to be able to help a friend that wants to be a missionary down a dirt road in a third world nation. What they need is money. So what they need is you, a compassionate capitalist, somebody that will become good at commerce, at business, to help fund them in what it is that they want to do. So here you go, folks. Here's your opportunity, an opportunity to fund, an opportunity to set your dreams on fire, an opportunity to include people on every continent, an opportunity to help people get nutrition. Folks, pain relief, we've got that FDA credibility. It's not a matter of, does mom think it works? Federal government says it does. We've got a listing as a class 1 medical device for the look and feel of skin and the improvement of aches and pains. Folks, we got the goods, and we want you to come be a part of it. Thank you so much for being a part of this video. We are honored that you took this time to be with us. God bless you, and we look forward to giving you a high five and a hug and inviting you to this team. Take care and good night.